Welcome to this explainer. In our past discussions, we've talked about the theory of infrastructure as code. But today, we're stepping right into the art of creation. We're going to master the 4 essential commands that DevOps engineers use every single day to predictably, and honestly quite beautifully, shape the cloud.
Imagine for a moment you're building a massive gleaming skyscraper. You wouldn't just start snapping steel and grass together at random, hoping it all holds up, right? You'd carefully study the blueprints first. You'd lay a deliberate, unshakable foundation. Well, in our digital world, building vast cloud infrastructure without a structured plan is just a recipe for collapse. And that's exactly where we find our digital blueprint. The Terraform workflow is this perfectly standardized 4-step lifecycle: init, plan, apply, and destroy. Think of it as your professional manual. It safely guides your infrastructure from a quiet, simple text file into a living, breathing reality in the cloud.
So, let's dive into part 1, the construction process, and explore these core 4 commands.
These 4 sequential steps form a perfectly repeatable pipeline. And the beauty of it, they completely replace the chaotic, error-prone clicking of a manual cloud portal with quiet, absolute predictability. Our journey begins with init. It's really like setting up your workshop before the artisans even arrive. It prepares your environment and downloads the necessary plugins. You can think of these plugins as fluent translators. They turn your code into instructions that AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud can instantly understand.
Now, before a single digital stone is cast, we use the plan command. This is your vital safety net. It compares your desired blueprint against the actual physical world, giving you a crystal clear preview of exactly what's going to be created, modified, or destroyed. It's literally a window into the future of your environment. And this future is communicated to us through an elegant little language of symbols. A plus sign, that signals the birth of brand new resources. A tilde indicates gentle updates, right in place, without destroying anything. A minus sign marks destruction, and a minus plus reveals that a resource has to be entirely torn down and rebuilt. It's brilliant, really, because it means there are absolutely zero surprises.
Once your team looks over that plan and gives it the green light, running apply breathes life into the code. This is where Terraform makes the actual API calls to build the physical structure. You just whisper yes to the terminal, and within moments, your architecture awakens in the cloud.
And finally, the graceful conclusion. When a project ends, or maybe a test environment has served its purpose, the destroy command safely and methodically tears down everything it built. It's absolutely crucial for halting unnecessary cloud costs, leaving behind nothing but a perfectly clean slate.
Moving right along to section 2, the master record, focusing on Terraform memory and state.
So you might be wondering, how does Terraform actually remember what it built yesterday? Well, it relies on a vital memory bank called the state file, usually saved as terraform.tf_state. This custom JSON document maps your code blueprint directly to the real-world infrastructure, accurately tracking the delicate life cycle of every single resource. Now, a solitary developer might just keep this memory file locally on their own laptop, but professional teams, they need harmony. They rely on remote state storage, like a highly encrypted AWS S3 bucket. This allows teams to collaborate securely and completely avoids race conditions, ensuring no 2 engineers ever try to alter the same server at the exact same moment.
What's truly fascinating here is how mature teams isolate these state files into entirely separate directories. By keeping a staging environment physically separated from production, a simple misstep in a testing folder can never, ever accidentally demolish your live, revenue-generating servers. It's a beautifully simple yet profound safeguard.
Which brings us perfectly to section 3, safety protocols and DevSecOps integration.
In the modern cloud, immense power really must be balanced with elegant protection. In a mature DevOps environment, these core commands are rarely run manually on a laptop. Instead, they're seamlessly woven into automated CI/CD pipelines triggered silently by pull requests. This completely eliminates human execution errors from the equation.
This automation acts as a watchful guardian against something called drift. Drift is a silent mismatch between your pristine code blueprint and the turbulent reality of the cloud. If someone goes rogue and manually alters a server setting directly in the console, the system detects that anomaly instantly, allowing you to reconcile reality right back to the blueprint. And to shield your most critical databases from an accidental destroy command, engineers weave in invisible safety nets. A simple prevent-destroy lifecycle rule or a physical AWS-level deletion lock acts as a final unbreakable barrier.
It ensures your most precious data remains completely untouched, no matter what.
Let's transition to our final review and look at the key takeaways from our journey today.
So it really all comes down to this master workflow. You prepare your digital canvas with init. You carefully preview the future with plan. You realize your vision into the cloud with apply. And finally, you clean the slate safely with destroy.
By replacing manual point-and-click chaos with this idempotent state-aware code pipeline, predictability itself becomes your infrastructure's greatest security feature. You know exactly what will unfold every single time, long before it happens.
As you transition into shaping immense digital landscapes, I want to leave you with a thought. When managing true infrastructure at a massive scale, who holds the ultimate truth? Is it your carefully crafted code blueprint or the living, breathing reality of the cloud? Thank you so much for exploring the Terraform workflow with us today.